Hi, I'm John Hart, and welcome back to Mr. America Hart. So we find ourselves today in the beginnings of a situation in our country where a virus has been spreading around and people are rushing to the stores, gathering up everything. I really want to help a bunch of you guys out. I felt a little weird about making a video in the first place during this time, so I actually have sat back for the last week considering what to do. And then I realized through my experience in talking to especially some clients, but then even my own training partner, that a lot of the people that are out there don't even know how to make their own food. So this was kind of important. I'm not talking about sticking to a bodybuilding diet here. I am talking about preparing decent meals. I am not talking about going out and finding the exact diet food that you're used to eating, because at this time you might not be able to find it. At this time, you see all the foods on my counter right here. These are just portions of some of the things I just bought from 3 different markets on the way home. And you're talking about sitting for, I don't know, an hour at a time, waiting to get in, waiting to get out, standing in line, all that stuff. That's not even including the shopping time. So I did not get all nitpicky about it. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to share with you some of the things that we did get and are. So here is what the shopping list finally came down to looking like when I had gone through several different stores. Went to a Walmart, a Costco, and then an Aldi. And you'll see during this pandemic, the food shopping, how it went down. I grabbed everything that I could without being too picky, but trying to stick to fairly good foods, right? So right over here you see I have romaine salad. I have a superfood salad. The romaine salad's from Walmart. This is from Smart and Final. Have from Costco non-fat Greek yogurt, organic. Of course, the eggs from Costco, bulk item. Got to get a lot of them. And then found some. Wow, here was a find. Finding some really great Ezekiel bread at one of those stores, and of course, Chobani yogurts at Costco. We got some great canned chicken, canned tuna. These are just part of them. I have stacks of them that we got. Oh, and then the find of finds. I was looking for rice, and you can see peak premium quality, and you can read right up here where it says that a diet including beans may reduce the risk of heart disease and certain cancers. Now let me tell you something. I'm in the store. I was at a Smart and Final, and this bag is sitting there, empty shelves. This is the only bag sitting there. Nobody bothered to read this, that it's parboiled rice. I have a 25-pound bag of rice right here that I just pulled right off the shelf. It was sitting there all by itself. Everybody thought it was beans. So I got a big 25-pound bag of rice. These are not the normal. I usually get organic, crunchy peanut butter. Laura Scudder's. It's all right. It's good company. But again, we're not being nitpicky. We're trying to stick to something somewhat along the lines of what we would normally do. Some jelly for the bread. You know, the kids would make some peanut butter and jellies. Some sharp cheddar cheese, occasionally mix in with some eggs or some hamburger meat. A good olive oil back there. Actually got that pretty good. Salsa as usual from Costco. Some dried cranberries to mix in with the oatmeal in the mornings. And then over here we have various split peas, navy beans, red beans. So these are all bulky items that we just wanted to have in the house. You know, again, we don't know how long everybody's going to be held up for in the next few weeks upcoming. So again, salsa, organic from Costco. Oatmeal. This is not my favorite oatmeal. Okay, so do I walk by it? No, I get the one that I wanted old-fashioned oatmeal. So I usually don't buy this brand, but I got it anyway because that's what was there. Maple syrup for, of course, pancakes. Yes. And then some staple in my family. You know, we usually go gluten-free, as you all know. But again, at times you can't be nitpicky. We don't go gluten-free because we're specifically allergic or have major digestion issues, but at this time we make that exception. And then of course some tomato sauce. And then I have my favorite protein powder, of course, right there in the corner. So these are just some of the items gathered up from 3 different supermarkets, all in one big, quick road trip, and these are just part of the entire thing. I got a lot of it in bulk items. So here are the main ingredients that we're using today for a simple breakfast that I'm eating. 4 eggs, a cup of oatmeal, cinnamon, some stevia in the raw. I use that, or monk fruit extract. So I'm going to cook up that oatmeal, show you how it's done, and how I like to soft scramble those eggs. And here we go. Alright, so I'm going to toss in a little splash of salt, a little pinch of salt in the water. I got my cup of oatmeal in the water. I have my spatula to stir it up a little bit. Oven is turned on. While that's cooking, I'll leave this on top there. While that's cooking, I'm going to pan spray up a pan, turn the flame on, throw my eggs in there as it warms up. 4 eggs. And you know, all of this doesn't take too long to make. It's literally 5 minutes. That oatmeal right there, it's just the amount of time that it takes for that oatmeal to boil. And minutes later, it's done. The eggs, I like to soft scramble, so I'm going to take those eggs. Let's come a little closer and show them the food. I soft scramble them. I just add a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, just barely, just a tad of salt for a little flavor. And I'll grab a little bit of pepper and give it a little shot of that as well. And get rid of these eggs. So I'm having myself, really I showed you 1 cup of oatmeal, but I'm actually having 2 cups of oatmeal today. Waiting for it to heat up. 4 eggs. The eggs will be soft scrambled, like I said. The oatmeal I'm going to dress up with some cinnamon and some stevia. So I'm going to let it cook for the next few minutes, and by the magic of television, I'm going to show you the finished product. So, as you can tell, it's been 6 whole minutes. 6 whole minutes. The oatmeal is almost done. The eggs are almost done. I'm throwing all 3 packets of my stevia right in the oatmeal. I'm a big cinnamon guy, so look at me. A lot of cinnamon. That's me. Throw a lot of cinnamon in there. I like to cover the top of it, and then I'm going to stir it in a moment. Cover it with the cinnamon. Close that up. My eggs, I promise you, soft scrambled, right? This is 7 minutes later, according to my oven clock. Soft scrambled is this. Bang, bang, really quick. As soon as they look like they're almost cooked, I scramble them up really quick and I get them off. Take them right off the burner. Put them right on my plate. My eggs, they're not pretty, but they're soft scrambled just the way I like them. And those are done. I stir up my oatmeal. And by the way, I'm not purposely racing against the clock or anything. This is normal. This is how I do it every day. So it takes only 8 minutes. Oatmeal's done. I turn the oven off on both sides. I take my oatmeal. I pour it into my bowl. Nice big bowl of oatmeal. I like that 2 cups of oatmeal. And there it is. So, leave that like that. My oatmeal, my eggs, 9:25 I started. 8 minutes later, I'm ready to eat. So that's it right there. We'll get on to our next meal. All right, so in the meanwhile, between breakfast and lunch, I had 2 scoops of protein. 2, well, these are more like shovels, okay? These aren't little scoops anymore. 2 scoops of protein in water, so I'm showing you exactly what I've had today and what I'm eating with the rest of the day in this challenging time. So now, look, you've already seen how I make my chicken thighs, how I grill them outside. They're right over here. All right, and here we have the marinated chicken thighs, as well as my standard salt, pepper, and garlic chicken thighs, and then the bratwurst sausages for the kids. All right, cooking it up today. You can come and take a closer look, and you'll see those chicken thighs right there all chopped up. They have salt, pepper, and garlic on them. That's it. I'm about to make some chicken thighs and rice. So a great lunch right there, protein and carbs. And I'm just going like this. This is how I do it. I take 3 scoops of the rice. It's 1, 2, and it's actually 3 cups, and 3, and then here, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to show you everything that I do. I rinse it, okay? Rinsing the rice, in theory, well, it's not theory, but what we're supposed to do is rinse the rice. Initially, there's a little bit of a cloud. You can see there's a little bit of a cloud in the water right over here. And that's supposed to be some sediment, some, arsenic that gets rinsed off. So you can see I rinse it once. I rinse it a second time. My whole goal here is just to be clean, not to get crazy about it, but I used to make rice all the time and never rinse it, and I was just fine. So unless there's some 25-year long-term study done on this, I'm just fine from that time period. So it's just most recently that I really got into rinsing the rice out really well so that it's no longer cloudy. So as soon as it starts getting de-clouded and the water clears up like it is right now, it's just starting to clear up. So it takes maybe 4 times of rinsing it, swirling it around. Take a second. And I'm taking the time to show you this on purpose. I know it might be a little bit boring, but it's important. So we want to make sure that we have the best, cleanest food going. So that's getting a lot clearer right there. So then I go and I take my water pitcher and I fill it up with some clean water just above level. So there's hardly even a cloud in there now. So we have some clear water. I go in, pop it into the rice cooker, slam it down. Rice, red button, light it up, and look, it's cooking right now. Keep this pointed away from the cabinet. I'm going to cook this. We're going to be back in about 20 minutes to see some hot rice and mix it with some good chicken thighs. So hold on. All right, so the rice cooker has beeped and it's let us know that the rice is done. So I've already shown you how I've had a nice breakfast. I had a good snack with some protein powder, a couple of scoops of protein powder. This is my lunch meal right here. I open this guy up right here. You can come in and take a look. It's a little steamy. We have some good cooked rice. Good cooked rice. So I'm going to take 1 full cup, plow it on down into my bowl right here, turn my scale on, and it's already set, it's zeroed out. I'm going to put in, I'm about 4 ounces, 5 ounces, I apologize, 5 ounces, which is, 120 grams. So I put in 120 grams, so a little less than that. I know I'm putting my fingers on it. They're clean. So there's 120 grams of chicken right on my rice. So this is going to end up being my lunch right here. The chicken that I cooked on the grill along with some parboiled rice. I don't put anything else on it. You know, some people like more spices. My chicken's already spicy already between the salt, the pepper, and the garlic. So when I mix it with the rice, it's delicious to me. So everybody has their own personal taste. Spice it up as you need to. Of course, some people like throwing salsa on that as well because it's a pretty low-calorie addition to any meal. Me, I don't care for it. That's not me. But while I'm here, let me close my rice cooker so the family has their rice. I'm going to move to this side of the room. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with the rest of my day. I told you I would not leave you hanging. I'm going to show you, okay, all 5 meals that I'm having today. That was number 3 over there. In a little while, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to have, in about 2.5 hours, 1 more scoop of my protein powder and 1 tablespoon of this crunchy peanut butter. It's my favorite peanut butter. It's crunchy organic peanut butter, and I usually add a little bit of salt to that peanut butter. And then later on, after that, my last meal of the day, tonight, will end up being this salad I got right at Walmart. You know, it's a few bucks. It's a bagged romaine salad. So if you have a Walmart near you and they still have salad on the shelves, I got to tell you, every Walmart I was at in this past week, salad was on every single one of their shelves. I guess it's not a hot commodity. So I like bagged salad, and it's cheap. So and it's clean. So bagged salad, I put it in a big bowl. I'll choose either my can of chicken, my can of tuna fish, or my can of chicken breast down here. I got both of them at Costco. So I'll choose one or the other. I'll throw it on the salad, and you guys know I really like my cod liver oil. 1 fat tablespoon of cod liver oil, salt, pepper, boom, last meal of the day, and I'm done for the day. So amid this special time in our country where everybody's fighting a virus, I'm with you all from my heart to you. Hopefully this helps you out, just to show you how simple it is. A lot of the cooking is simple, it's straightforward. This isn't complex. So hopefully this helps a few of you out with the cooking. Nothing special to it. Really, nothing special to it. You can cook your chicken any way you wish. You can put it on a grill like I do, or you can cook it in a pan. Salt, pepper, garlic that thing up. Just cook that chicken all the way through. You can do this exactly the same thing that I did right there with my chicken and my rice. All simple meals, all 5 of them. Keeps me on track, healthy. I throw in some of my supplements. I'll throw a video out to you on that one too. In this week, as we're all at home, you get to see a little bit more. So that's it for today. From my heart to you, John Hart. Look forward to seeing you again.